Here in Philadelphia, Citizens Bank Park, we've got baseball on the show. It's the San Francisco Giants taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go now. And on the hill in this one, Taijuan Walker.
Well, they're going with the opener in this one, so this is an interesting look. He's probably only going to pitch an inning, maybe two at the most, and it's going to be unconventional. I think he's going to pitch backwards, more off speed, and then fastballs late.
Okay, all set to go. Mike Yastrzemski up here. Late swing, foul to the left. Now the 0-1.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If you can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Willie Adames stands in. And that misses. Ball one.
Ball one, no strikes.
On the corner for a strike. One out, base is empty. The shortstop takes the ball. Here's the pitch to Adames. Towards first and foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
One down, base is empty.
We got full count.
Strike three, and that's two in a row.
Well, getting a good look at the pitcher here in the first inning isn't a bad thing. I know he struck out, but you can live with that as long as the other hitters in this lineup can learn something from it.
Two outs, base is empty. Jung-Hoo Lee, the next Giant to hit. And first offering is fouled off. And that is out of play. Two outs. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the first, 0-0. Back at Citizens Bank Park. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Landon Root.
Well, he's not a rookie, but still very young in this game, learning his craft. I think the key is getting consistent reps and the opportunity to develop his stuff. Looking forward to watching him pitch in this one.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. This is Bryson Stott. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. That one misses in the dirt.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Ground ball right side. Fitzgerald. The throw to first. One up, one down. Okay, let's check out the lineup. And down towards the bottom of the lineup, hitting 8th here, Alec Bohm.
Yeah, definitely someone I always enjoy, when I get a chance to watch him, whether he's hitting a game or even taking swings during batting practice. Man, this guy is always so focused on what he's doing on that task at hand. He's got so much attention to detail that when he steps in the box, his success rate is really high.
And first offering is fouled off. And a swing and a miss.
0-2.
So Trey goes down on strikes. Here's Bryce Harper at the plate now. Growing up, he experienced a moment straight out of the Sandlot. Harper was getting ready to play for Team USA, but he didn't have a bat.
1-0.
So he borrowed one from his dad.
Okay.
The bat was autographed by Pete Rose. His dad wiped the autograph clean and told Bryce to use it. I'm not sure how many dads would have done that. Two out, space is empty. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. That one hit to right. Yastrzemski on the move. He's got it. And that's the third out. Scoreless after one. And we're back. Leading off, Matt Chapman. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. And that gets down for a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Here's Elliot Ramos. To short, could be two. Off-balance speed, there's one. Relay to first, double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Here's Lamont Wade Jr. That clips the zone. 0-1.
0-1.
Wade, 31 years old. And he's usually a first baseman, but today he's the designated hitter. No score here in the second. Next offering is fouled back.
Some people say that first basemen kind of have the day off regularly because they don't run around a whole lot. But when you think about it, they are involved in just about...
Well, looked at the fastball for strike three there to end the inning. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. Now to the bottom of the second. We're tied, 0-0. Back here in Philadelphia, we head to the bottom of the second, and Kyle Schwarber will come up. Root back to work. Close, but called a ball. 1-0. clips the corner. Dave Lawrence assigned to work home plate in this one.
Good umpire, Boog. Very fair, very consistent. Now, I did hear some feedback that he opens up the outside corner a little bit on left-handed hitters, which, you know, for me, I'd be kind of salty. So maybe something to keep an eye on and see if that factors into this one at all.
Schwarber swings and hammers one to right. And it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Not giving him a pitch to hit there isn't a bad thing. He's dealing with a great first pitch hitter up there.
Fastball for a strike. And now it's even 1-1.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Swing and a ground ball. To second, that's one. And they get him easily at first. It's a double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
It'll bring up JT Realmuto. That one not close. Ball one. And a breaking ball misses outside.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
No strike.
Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. And that's ball four.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boog. The last one wasn't even close.
Now batting Max Kepler. That one almost got him.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Bottom half of inning number 2. Root throws over. Realmuto back in there. Two outs.
Ball.
Swing and a foul straight back. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Good job to fight that one off. on the ground to short. Adames. They get the force, and that is the inning. One left for Philadelphia. We'll move to the third with no score. Back here, Citizens Bank Park, all set for the start of the inning. Now at the plate, Wilmer Flores. In for a strike, 0-1. And the sweeper misses. Outside low, 2-1.
2-1.
Next offering is fouled back. Got him. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
Fought off foul. One down, base is empty. There's a swing and a miss.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Top of the third, no score. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Now it's the second baseman, Tyler Fitzgerald. Pitch misses, and it's 1-0. That's to third, and it goes just foul. The 1-1 is fouled off. That misses the zone. Ball 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Two down, nobody on.
Count's full.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Two outs. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And a 3-2. Swing and a miss. Splitter in the dirt. Real Muto up with it. Fires to first. In time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. Back here in Philadelphia, set for the bottom of the third. Here's the third baseman, Alec Bohm. Just missed. That's a strike, and it's 1-1. one
2 balls,
missed.
1 strike.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
So digging in now for Philadelphia, Johan Rojas. And there's the ball. Boom. Aboard here at first with nobody out. And that's in for a strike.
That big curve inside's a pitch that can buckle you a little bit. Looks like a fastball out of hand and then just drops over that inside part of the plate.
On the ground to the left. And that one finds its way through. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Back-to-back singles. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies. He's 0 for 1. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Ripped to third and caught. Throw not in time as he's able to get back to avoid the double play.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Turner in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
And the 1-0. And fouled off. And the right-hander deals. And that one fouled off. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that is foul. Stays alive. Runners at first and second with 1 gone here in the last half of the third. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only 1 away. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
So bases all loaded up. And now the first baseman, Bryce Harper. Golden opportunity right here. And that's in there at the knees. Bases loaded, 1 away. Outside low, and 1-1. Tap foul at the plate.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
One out, bases full. That's down and in.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
In the dirt, counts full, 3-2. All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. Ripped to first, caught.
A perfect result for the defense. A line drive out that doesn't score a run, and it takes away the opportunity for that sacrifice fly. You can't ask for much more. That's the outcome they wanted.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. 1 for 1 with a single so far. First pitch misses. Action in the pen down there. Lou Trevino getting ready to come in for Bob Melvin. And that one way outside. And it's 2-0.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. That clips the inside corner for a strike.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
That one missed. Line drive, and it stays fair. 1 run's in, 2 runs are in. Here comes the throw.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Bob Melvin hands the baseball over. Landon Root out of the game, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. So they turn to Lou Trevino.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. He hit into a double play his first time up. Swings here and drives one well left field. Way back, and you can't forget it. He flexes his power with that swing. His second home run of the series, and they tack on to their lead. It's 5-zip.
Wasn't fooled on the first pitch at all. He squared it up right away. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Two down, bases empty. Here's JT Realmuto. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. And that one missing low. There's the strike. Out to short. Jump throw across his body to first, and he beats it.
Well, that's one of those where you just have to tip your cap because he couldn't have played that one any better. Stood no chance with the speed running down the line.
Max Kepler at the plate. Move to first. Realmuto back in there. Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike. It's 0-1. Realmuto off of first with 2 away. That one hammered, but pulled foul. And a swing and a miss. Inning over, although plenty of damage done. But 9 batters hit in the inning. 5 come around to score. 3 innings complete. It's the Phillies 5 and the Giants nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That one back there, and that is a foul ball.
Booga, never got to play at Citizens Bank Park in my career, just the old Veteran Stadium in Philadelphia, but the crowds here are just as energetic now as they were at that old park. And trust me, as an outfielder visiting town, you're going to hear it from the fans out there in the bleachers. This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time.
Steps on first for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Willie Adames now at the plate. Struck out looking at his first at bat. Out to short. No chance to get him. Safe at first easily.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know?
Yeah, no question. And now it's going to be Jung-Hoo Lee. And takes low for ball 1.
1-0.
And a foul ball. Here's a 1-1. On the ground right side. 4, 6. And he'll keep it for just the 1.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
Matt Chapman up to the plate now. And when you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Stud. When you look at players like this, you play that hot corner. Got to be pretty courageous over there with the way balls come off the bat. That's the kind of guy that every year you expect him to be in the All-Star game and have a Gold Glove, if not a Platinum Glove.
Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out. And up next for the Giants, Elliot Ramos. He's 0 for 1. Clips the outside corner. Strike one.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Strike 2.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
On the ground, right side. Harper steps on the bag, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Giants leave a couple, still looking at that 5-0 deficit. Ready to go, bottom 4. And here comes Alec Bohm. Bohm, the 3rd overall pick in the 2018 draft out of Wichita State.
You know, these Phils really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They were obviously able to run the starter out of the game in the 3rd, so they've set the table for a win, and now I'm sure they're thinking it's time to feast.
So if they're looking to feast, are you saying they've already got a plate but are looking to go back for seconds?
Yeah, I'd say something like that.
Headed towards the corner. Ramos makes the grab, and there's 1 down. And the batter now, Johan Rojas. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. And that one is lifted in the air. Puts it away for the out.
Up next for the Phillies, second baseman.
So the lineup flips over. And now for the Phillies, Bryson Stott. 0 for 2 in this one. That pitch gets the corner, and it's 0-1. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
2 down, nobody on. Goes down looking. Phillies down in order, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Ready now for the 5th inning. The man they call Late Night Lamont steps in. Walker back to work. Hard hit, right side. And he takes it himself for the out. Not much question that Citizens Bank Park is a hitter-friendly field. Lots of homers and triples to be had with this outfield design. And now it's Wilmer Flores.
You know, from an outfielder's perspective, that right center field power alley can be tough to play, but the odd angles in left center field aren't much easier. Definitely an interesting layout.
Pitch is in for a strike. 0-1. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a man aboard now with 1 away. And digging in for San Francisco, Patrick Bailey. Struck out swinging his first time. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
just missed.
Outside.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
That one down the line, and that's just foul. Flores leads off first with one away. A little bit low.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
Right back to the mound. Could be an easy two. To second, that's one. Over to first, that's two. Nicely done. 1-6-3, and that will end the inning. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. It's the Phillies 5 and the Giants nothing. Bottom of the inning, Trey Turner at the plate. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Trevino goes 6 feet 5 inches. He features a sinker, a slider, a four-seamer, a cutter, and he works in a changeup. That's to third. In plenty of time to first, and they get Turner for the out.
Up next for the Phillies, first baseman Bryce Harper.
So here is Bryce Harper. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
0-1's the count.
This one popped up. Adames settles under this one. Brings it in. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, designated hitter Kyle.
Next to hit, Kyle Schwarber. And that one hit 97 on the gun. Next pitch is downstairs. And that drops in for a strike.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the third out. Down quickly go the Phillies as they are unable to add to their 5-0 lead. New inning getting started. Here's the second baseman, Tyler Fitzgerald. Edge of the zone for a strike. 0-1.
Well, these Giants, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Up next for the Giants, right fielder
Mike Yastrzemski digs in now.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Check swing, and he went. And that's strike 1. Just missed. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top half of the sixth. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Strikeout number 8. Now the number 2 hitter, Willie Adames, 1 for 2.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
That one finds the corner, and it's 0-2.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Really nice job, a 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
And up next for San Francisco, Jung-Hoo Lee. Here's a swing and a line drive and a base hit into right field. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
Wastes no time there. Maybe a little out front of the pitch right there, but he squared it up pretty good, and he kept it inside the line. And just a really nice job on the other side by the defense to hold that to a long single. And maybe they've got something going here, trying to get back into this one.
Now it's Matt Chapman on the ground. And foul ball. Two on, 2 outs. In the dirt, blocked. Throws it away. Lee in to score on the wild pitch.
That's one way to get your first run of the ball game across. You'll take that every day if you're on offense, and maybe that gets them going a little bit.
Lee at second with 2 down. And it's fouled away. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Well, he gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
That's a strikeout for Chappie. So it's 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error, and 1 left. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6, and the 5, 6, 7 slots due up. It's the Phillies 5 and the Giants 1. And we're back. John Shambi with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Nick Castellanos. That's in there. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Jordan Hicks up and loosening in the pen. Doval getting loose as well. Out to short. Oh, great grab on the dive. Over to first. And very nicely done for the out.
Great cat-like reflexes right there. Lays out, knocks the ball down, and then fires with that rocket arm all the way across the diamond. Man, put this guy on the mound.
And now it's JT Realmuto. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. And that one is inside ball 1. pitch is in the dirt, and it's 2-1. To the right side. And he handles it himself for the out.
Now batting, left fielder, Max Kepler.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the left fielder, Max Kepler.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
That clips a corner.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
Gets the outside corner with that one.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Two outs. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Ripped on a line to center. Makes the catch, inning over. No runs, no hits, no errors. 7th inning coming up. It's the Phillies 5 and the Giants 1.
Now pitching.
Orion Kirkering gets the call from the pen.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And digging in for San Francisco, Elliot Ramos. The Giants in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here.
And first offering is fouled off.
Well, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
And that's off the inside edge. And the count is 1-1. And that's downstairs and outside. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. And the leadoff man aboard.
Up next for the Giants, the designated hitter.
So here's Wade now. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Just missed.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
2-0. Right through there for a strike. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Matt Strom appears to be getting loose. Sanchez, the power lefty, up as well. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
2-2 now.
Pitch misses there, and the count's full. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Runner at first with no outs here. That one ripped, ranging back, and caught on the warning track.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
So up next, Wilmer Flores. And that is in for a strike. And it's 0-1. Man at first, one away. Outside low. And the count even 1-1. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Two balls, two strikes.
In the dirt. Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. Drops into the glove. 2 away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
So a man aboard, and the batter now, Patrick Bailey. That misses. Nope. Ball 1. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Going back. Hauls it in on the warning track. Starting to run out of outs as they're unable to chip away. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Phillies 5 and the Giants 1. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Camilo Doval. He last pitched 2 days ago. And now it's Alec Bohm. He has singled and he has flied to left. There's the strike.
0-1's the count.
And that one upstairs, ball 1. And a swing and a miss.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Got him swinging.
Oh, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
Johan Rojas stands in for the Phillies. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. And there's a foul ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing BBs.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Stop. In the box with 2 gone. And takes a look at a called strike. offering is fouled back. Got him looking for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side in the 7th. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They lead this one, though, 5-1.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Christopher Sanchez.
And he's been hit pretty hard at times this year, so he's looking for better. Right now, giving up more than a hit per inning.
Now it's the second baseman, Tyler Fitzgerald.
Second baseman, Tyler Fitzgerald.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Sanchez, the lefty who lights up the radar gun. He features a sinker, a changeup, a slider, and occasionally uses a cutter. Ripped on the ground to second. Stott over to first in time. First out in the top of the 8th.
Now batting, right fielder, Mike Yastrzemski.
Mike Yastrzemski, the second MLB Yaz, steps in. 0 for 3 in this one. In there for strike 1.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
That one the other way. That's a hit.
Now batting.
Man at first, and the batter will be the shortstop, Willie Adames. That one fouled off. And he dodges that fastball. And that's hammered into right field. That's a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. Now let's see if they can string something together, make it a little more interesting.
Ripped, but it curls foul. Two on, one out. And now the count is even. Stirring in the Phillies bullpen, Jordan Romano preparing to come on if needed. Hernandez also getting ready. A rope into right, and that should be extra bases. Coming home. He'll score easily. Castellanos whips it back in. Runner holds at third, so just one across on the play.
Well done. Drives in the run. Nice line drive to pull side. Met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
And the Phillies manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make a move. Christopher Sanchez is done, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching.
Jose Ruiz gets the ball now.
And never an easy situation coming in with runners at second and third. He's got a base to work with, so he doesn't have to be perfect, but he does have to make some quality pitches.
Matt Chapman to the plate in this high leverage situation. First offering, and it just misses.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the ninth with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
With the tying run at the plate, and we're at the top of the 8th. Next offering is in for a strike.
1-1.
That's through there for a strike. Phillies fans want a strikeout.
Ball 2.
In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. Elliot Ramos waits to bat for the Giants. Hard ground ball for a base knock. 1 run's in. Now a second crosses the plate. Back within 1. It's 5-4. Well, he delivers in a huge spot right there.
Well, he's so dialed in. I don't think he even realizes how much pressure exists out there. Very easy swing, nice and relaxed. This is the type of approach you want to see guys take in this situation.
1 down. Here's the left fielder, Elliot Ramos. 1 for 3.
This game has a different feel to it all of a sudden, doesn't it? This one might not finish the way we expected.
That one catches the zone. It's 0-1.
That's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
And ball 1.
1-1.
Chapman stands at first with 1 out. On the ground, right side. Down the line, and it's foul.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Swing and a ground ball, and that's a fair ball. Chapman on his way to third. Throw comes in quickly, and the tying run forced to hold on at third with 1 away.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play.
Calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the forced play is now in order. So bases loaded with 1 away. And here's the first baseman, Wilmer Flores.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning. Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Swing and a ball popped up. Castellanos moves on it. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, Patrick Bailey.
Patrick Bailey, the next Giant to hit. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. First pitch misses.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
That one finds the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
The 1-1. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
1-2 now. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Real Muto up with it. Fires to first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. So they get 3 runs in the inning, but they also leave the bases loaded. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Phillies 5 and the Giants 4. Back at Citizens Bank Park. And now Trey Turner. Doval back to work. Right through there for a strike. Action in the San Francisco bullpen. Randy Rodriguez up and throwing. Miller getting cranked up as well. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
That's a ball.
And that one is downstairs. And that's ball 1. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. That just misses, and the count now even up.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Hit on the ground to short. Adames. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning.
Boogie doesn't care how he does it. He just wants to get on base. And when he does, that puts him in a position to do some damage, put some pressure on the defense as well. His wheels are truly a weapon out there.
So a man at first. And now the first baseman, Bryce Harper. Tagging, he's out. Turner picked off.
I think the base runner was trying to catch him off guard, perhaps looking to steal right away, and wasn't ready to get back to first. Nice pickoff move by the pitcher.
And that skips in the dirt. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
1 down, base is empty. Hit in the air, right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone. He sends it out of here. It's 6-4.
Fans expect Bryce Harper to do something special every time he comes to the dish, and he didn't disappoint there.
Cutter inside can be a bat breaker. You have to catch it out front to get the barrel to it. Does a really good job recognizing it early, getting the bat head to it, and hitting it out of the ballpark.
Kyle Schwarber stands in for the Phillies. And that is downstairs. Ball 1.
No strike.
To the right side. Tosses to first. Schwarber out of the play.
Well, a well-thrown slider like that one can be tough to get in the air. Good downward break on that one.
At the plate, Nick Castellanos. He's already homered in this game. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Edge of the zone for a strike, and it's 0-2.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Good eye in that spot.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Misses outside, and the count's even at 2.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
In the air, center field. Lee pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that is that. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. Last chance coming up for the Giants. Back now, and on the mound, a closer, Jordan Romano. He comes in with a chance for his second save of the season. And digging in for San Francisco, Tyler Fitzgerald. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. And that drops in for a strike.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
And that's outside. Grounds one to short. Trey Turner gloves it. Throws to first. Now one gone in the 9th.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
He's 2 outs away. And now the right fielder, Mike Yastrzemski. That one a little bit high, and that is ball 1. See the velocity 97 with that fastball. Swings through it for the K. And they're down to their last out.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there. And I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in. Kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to whereas you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
Adames in the box now as he leaves that one up high. And a big swing and a miss.
I think he was sitting off speed there. Oh, that insurance run in the bottom of the 8th inning was so good to add on, especially with this power hitter at the plate. If he goes deep, you're still up in the ball game. Really good spot to be in right here.
2 outs. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Romano is just 1 strike away. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout fired up down there, down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
Now here is Jung-Hoo Lee. That one finds the zone. Strike one. With the tying run at the plate, here at the top of the ninth. They're down to their final strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Tying run at the plate.
One ball.
Squirts away a little bit. A little bit low, and it's 2-2.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
The tying run at the plate, and that just misses.
Big pitch coming right here. Last thing he wants to do is put the tying run on base, but he can't groove one either.
So now 3-2. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So that's two straight two-out hits.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
Here's Matt Chapman.
A chance for more damage right here. A couple of RBIs for him in his last AB.
Hit weakly on the ground. Boom. And that is the ball game.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
And this one ends with a final score of 6-4. The Phillies hang on to win it. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.